Nakhchivan, an enclave of Azerbaijan on the border with Iran. This is the moment a drone struck the local airport. A few minutes later, a second drone crashed near a school in a nearby town. Civilians were among the injured. Four people reported to our department in connection with this incident. Their condition is stable. Preliminary examinations were carried out and they were admitted to the appropriate wards. Of the four victims, two suffered barotrauma, while the other two suffered blunt injuries to the back. Azerbaijani authorities claim the drones flew in from the Iranian border. Tehran denies this, but Baku has no doubt who is behind the attack. These are clearly Iranian-made machines. They struck Nakhchivan in a despicable, cowardly, and shameless manner. This stain will never disappear from the repulsive faces. Therefore, all necessary measures will be taken through diplomatic channels. Our armed forces, the Ministry of Defense, the State Border Service, and all other special services have been put on first-degree mobilization and must be ready to carry out any operation. The strike on Nakhchivan means the war has begun to spread significantly beyond the Middle East. Azerbaijan is one of Israel's closest partners in the region and one of the main suppliers of oil to the Israeli economy. At the same time, air defense systems were activated over other Persian Gulf countries. Rockets and drones were flying over Abu Dhabi and Doha. According to the Emirati authorities, 9 ballistic missiles, 6 cruise missiles, and over 140 drones were intercepted in the last 24 hours. Alarms were also sounded in Qatar, where air defenses intercepted more missiles over the capital. In the air, a Qatari F-15 fought a victorious battle with 2 Iranian Su-24 bombers.
There were attempts to target Hamad International Airport. They were all thwarted, and the missiles were downed by our defensive measures, and none of them have reached the airport. The airport has been safe since the beginning of this.
At the same time, there were reports of attacks on shipping in the Persian Gulf. Several tankers were damaged after strikes attributed to Iranian drones. This was the first time an unmanned naval vessel had been targeted. Some ship owners have begun to restrict ship traffic in the Gulf, and countries in the region are increasing security at ports and oil terminals. Rockets intercepted over Qatar fell near the Ras Laffan complex, the world's largest LNG terminal. After the nighttime attacks, authorities in Doha decided to suspend liquefied gas production throughout the country.
I can announce today that we're sending 4 additional Typhoon jets to join our squadron in Qatar, to strengthen our defensive operations in Qatar and across the region.
At the same time, Israeli and American fighter jets carried out further strikes on military targets in Tehran and other parts of the country. The NATO Secretary General defended Washington's decisions, pointing out that the American campaign would eliminate the threat that Iran posed to the world.
We need it at 5%, but I would doubt it. Without President Trump, we would have reached it. We would have reached it. And then him now taking this decisive action to take out this capability of Iran to pose a threat as an exporter of terrorism and chaos to the Middle East, to Europe, to the world. I think if a president of a country is providing that type of leadership, some praise is warranted.
According to reports from Iran, military infrastructure and facilities linked to the missile program are hit. According to unconfirmed reports, several high-ranking commanders of the regime were killed.
Look, I think the end game is a Middle East that is not a threat to other parts of the world. And, since I was a teenager, I was, 15 years old when the Shah was overthrown. And since then, Iran has been in a death to America.
In northern Israel, Tensions are rising on the border with Lebanon. Hezbollah carried out rocket attacks from the southern part of the country, and the Israeli Air Force responded with airstrikes on targets in the Tyre and Beirut areas. Israeli forces are concentrating on the border itself and have called for the evacuation of civilians throughout southern Lebanon. Hezbollah maintains it is ready for confrontation. Our choice is to confront them to the highest level of sacrifice. We will not surrender. We will defend ourselves with our capabilities and our faith, regardless of the sacrifice. In the background, there have also been reports of a possible new land front opening up. According to media reports, U.S. forces have begun arming Kurdish troops who may enter northwestern Iran and attempt to provoke an uprising against the authorities in Tehran. This information has been denied by Iraqi Kurdish leaders, but the rumors concern the Iranian faction of the militants, who are said to have already taken up positions along Iran's northwestern border.